So, Manchester City win 3-1 tonight at Everton. That now puts us 10 points clear. I have to take my time saying that because I almost need to pinch myself. 10 points clear at the top of the Premier League. We are now 17 wins in a row. It's insane. A new record tonight. 10 wins in a row at the start of a calendar year. There is just record after record that is being broken this season. There's also an extremely happy man in the studio. Somebody in the studio predicted the scoreline exactly right, as well as several other things tonight. He's going to share the lottery numbers with us. Andy, you are so happy tonight.
Listen, I'm delighted. I'm delighted with the second half performance, delighted with the overall performance. It was brilliant. Is it a blip, the goal? And only very slight. Because
Hang on, it's not an acceptance speech. You can't say like he's like taking a trophy like he's won the Oscars.
Listen, it's a brilliant performance. The goal that we conceded is slightly takes a tint off it, but the 3-1 result, and to be able to have that vision and see forward and predict something like that, I think it's a special talent.
I've got to give him it. I mean, I went for 1-0, so congratulations, mate. You've won yourself a football today.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. But it's a team effort, okay? So I'll keep it there for Nat. You have it, okay? Because we're all in this together. It's not, but I don't want to be the one that got correct. You know, we've all made an effort.
We're all contributing.
We've got to say, behind the scenes, there, he was itching for no more goals, weren't you? You were itching for 3-1. It's well played. You did it well, but at least it wasn't the draw that he asked for at half-time, where he was sitting on the fence a little bit.
Doesn't want to give me any credit. Where's this come from now?
No, it was a brilliant second half, wasn't it? No, jokes aside, I mean, that was sensational. The movement that we mentioned, where can they create? Will it open up? Will Everton move? Pep's really good at half-time. And the little incident play with Riyad Mahrez coming in off the line, coming round. We're seeing Bernardo Silva, seeing Foden getting in good position. So it was brilliant, wasn't it? 10 points, you said. That's as good as it gets.
Honestly feels like slightly living in dream world right now. We are a genuine joy to watch playing football just now. Like, every game is thoroughly enjoyable. There's loads to take from it. There's great individual pieces of skill. There's great goals. There's incredible teamwork. I could not possibly ask any more from this team just now. It's just beautiful to watch just now, Andy.
I think the belief we all had collectively at half time that it was only just follow the process and the result will follow on, and they've done exactly what they do. You know, Mahrez's finish was outstanding, and a player who, like, everybody seems to have lifted their game, and I don't know, Aguero was out for a while and De Bruyne was magnificent. De Bruyne gets injured, somebody else steps up, and Michael will tell you, as a competitive midfielder, if one of your key players is injured, you don't want the press or anyone else saying that they're going to struggle without him. You see that as an opportunity to say, what, you think we can't win games of football without him? And tonight, Gundogan's been magnificent, but he's out. So them players in that changing room, their ego kicks in and says, right, we'll go and show you what we're about. And players are coming into form right across the board at the right time. And it's brilliant to watch. And like I say, we all enjoyed the second half, but we were comfy in ourselves that we'd have that.
It's so true, isn't it? Every player on that pitch, every player in our squad has genuinely come into form this season. Players that were written off last season and previous years. Everybody is contributing. Everybody is playing well. It really feels like a collective team effort.
I've got to say, when you play in a winning side and when you start winning games, you all want to get involved. You all want a piece of it. And it seems to just ride it. You take touches in tight areas you wouldn't normally do. Your passes seem to get there. You try shots. You try crosses. Riyad Mahrez stepping in, have the confidence just to curl the ball into the far corner. But it's about the run, the energy, making that happen first. So Manchester City on a real ride here, and it's amazing turnaround, keeping, as we said, tight at the back, creating opportunities. It's just been an amazing 3 weeks. It's obviously, you don't tick those 1-0s, those tight games, but all of a sudden now it's just changed in a matter of weeks to be 10 points. It's remarkable, and it's really pleasing, isn't it, for Riyad Mahrez to go and get that goal. We talked about him at half-time, didn't we? We felt there was opportunities for him.
It's week after week, Bernie. It's week after week he's producing this now.
He is, and it's great to see. So real team efforts again, and Riyad Mahrez got there.
A beautiful timing talking about Riyad Mahrez there, because we can hear his thoughts from after the game now.
Riyad, it's win number 17 in a row. Where do you place that performance tonight?
No, I think it was a good performance. I think we played good all the game. It's a shame to concede that goal in the first half, but otherwise we played so good. We didn't concede much, to be fair, and we made the difference in the second half.
You had to work for the goal, the breakthrough in the second half, though. What a breakthrough! A wonderful move.
We tried to pass a lot the ball and move until we find the right space at the right moment and to score a goal. Yeah.
Just describe that connection that you have with Bernardo Silva, because it worked a couple of times tonight perfectly.
Yeah, no, we always have a good connection. We know each other very well, and yeah, we don't even need to scream or to speak to each other. We know where we are. Even Bernardo, Kai, Joao, Phil, even Kevin when he plays. So we all know each other. So it was so good. Yeah.
I was going to say, is there almost a sense of telepathy?
I don't know, but it's just like we train so good. We know all the movement, and we train every day together. So sometimes we don't even need to speak.
What do you think you found? Do you think this game was due to be played December 28th? You had 2 wins in a row. Now it's 17. What have you found in that period?
Just the confidence. You know, when you keep winning and, like I said, scoring and created chances and conceded a few chances, the confidence grows up, and after, it's difficult for the opponent. But I think we're in a very good moment. We have to keep going.
Well, you're 10 points clear now at the top of the table. It's going to be hard to lose the title now, isn't it?
I don't know about the title, but we have to think about the next game, and the next game is Arsenal. I think we have to play the same way as we play today and every time, and focus for this game, and then we will see.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you haven't been lucky enough to see Riyad Mahrez's goal yet, you are in for an absolute treat when you catch those highlights, and you can watch that full game on City Plus from midnight tonight. Now, here is an absolutely beautiful and glorious sight. Don't adjust your TV sets. Don't take your glasses off. You are seeing it for real. Manchester City are top of the Premier League by a cool 10 points. So you can see there, we have played 24 games. That was our elusive game in hand. Everybody's now played 24, down to Everton in 7th, who are on 23, and we are on 56 points. In second place there, you can see Manchester United on 46 points. Leicester City, 46 points. And then in fourth place just now is Chelsea on 42 points. And then holding that European spot in fifth place is West Ham on 42. No need to look any lower than that, I don't think. So 10 points clear at the top of the Premier League. It's an incredible position to be in. 14 games left. Let's have a little look at our next 5 games that we've got coming up as well. So on Sunday, 4:30, we are playing Arsenal away, which will of course be another tough game. We had a few, really close, tough games against them recently. And then next Wednesday, we are back in Champions League action with that away game at Mönchengladbach. And obviously the Champions League is right in the forefront of everybody's minds. And then the following week, we've got West Ham United, who I just mentioned are in 5th. That is at home. That is a 12:30 kick-off. Then you've got the derby game. We play United at home on the 6th of March. And then on the 13th of March, we have Fulham away. So a couple of toughies there coming up. Arsenal back in the Champions League again, United and West Ham there as well. So looking forward to a few of those fixtures. It is going to continue to be, got to focus on every game ahead of us. We've got that incredible gap, Michael, but we want to keep winning, don't we? And there is a few tough games coming up.
Well, there is some tough games coming up, and you listen to Pep Guardiola's interview before the game. He was saying about the loading, the amount of games that he's got coming up. He was asked about John Stones and the selection and the games. It's been an incredible return from the players. But it's just, where do you get that rest? It's week in, week out. He said fighting on all fronts, which is what everybody wants to see this Manchester City side do. You need a bit of luck with the injuries. You need that little bit of continuity in the right game. And then ultimately, I think they're really on a roll, as we've mentioned, and some great games coming up, as you said, Arsenal. They've played Manchester City on several occasions. Mikel Arteta's side a little bit inconsistent. Then it's the Champions League. for me, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Borussia Mönchengladbach, I'll be doing the game. I'm really excited about it. And this is what's something now as the Champions League where everybody wants to progress.
Oh, Andy, it's just so exciting just now. Like Michael says, lots of games, so we've got to keep an eye making sure everybody stays fit. And we're lucky, as we've said, that we've got the depth, the squad depth there. That's really going to play into our hands now, isn't it, going back into the Champions League with so many games keep continuing to come.
Yeah, and it's, trust me, Everton are going to struggle a lot more tomorrow morning than what Manchester City will. The reaction tomorrow from that, you winning games of football, you're dominating the ball. You're not working as hard as what they are. And, every single player there will be knocking on the door, if that's what they do in these modern times. He wants to play on Saturday. They do not want to be resty. They're at the top of their game. And the depth, again, we spoke about. And, yeah, the manager's going to have to manage that, but who else would we want to be in that position, to be fighting on all these fronts and have the manager we have making them decisions, and always going back to the key point of the next game is all that matters. And it's something that him and Klopp always go on about. They're not looking at 2 or 3 games. Whether they're planning behind the scenes with the sports scientists, maybe, but he is putting the message out there. The next game is all that matters. We have to be prepared and win that game. When we get that one out of the way, we'll worry about the next one, but never looking too far ahead.
Yeah, and looking straight ahead right now, we can hear what Pep Guardiola has to say.
Pep, 12 Premier League wins in a row now. What pleased you most about this one?
Real tough game. Pitch in not perfect conditions due to the winter time, and so physical as a team. Difficult to get with our wingers. So, but solid performance. The guys run like the way we have to do, and another 3 points. That's good.
1-1, they just passed the hour. Would it be fair to say a real moment of quality put you in front?
Yeah, it's, definitely. So we have the quality up front, but always come through the passes. Still, when we arrive in the final third, we want to attack too much quick. We need a little bit more patience to the right moment. The second goal is an example of that. So sometimes you don't find, okay, no problem, make an extra. Because at the end we have to try to get the players who play up front in better conditions to make the action for Riyad, for example, today has done.
There aren't too many better players, I would think, than either Mahrez or Silva in from the right onto their left feet.
Yeah, sometimes they play left, sometimes right, sometimes play right and right, sometimes Varane. So it depends of the team, it depends of the decisions.
What did you make overall of the City performance again defensively? Many feel that your success this season is based on being a better team defensively. Is that fair comment? Have you worked on that more than anything?
Football is not defensive, offensive. Is
a foundation though for you?
Yeah, of course. You cannot win titles. We are not solid. You concede few goals, but important we concede few chances. This is the most important thing. We cannot forget this team scored 3 goals in Old Trafford, scored 5 against Tottenham. So it's a team like has the ability up front to create chances for the talent that they have, and we concede again few. This is the best.
And it's not a traditional left-back's role, is it, at times, João Cancelo? Especially in the first half, we saw that. How would you describe how you want João to operate at times?
More people to pass the ball. That's all. Normally to attack good, to put people in the places like, we can do it. Sometimes it's another position, sometimes our fullbacks attack wider, so it depends on the opponent, it depends. It's not a patron. The patron has the ball, a lot of players in the middle and try to play.
But it takes a particular type of technical player as well to be able to do that for you, and João has that.
Yeah, of course. So not all the fullbacks can play inside, so Alex can do it, Fabian Delph has done in the previous seasons, João can do it, so it depends on the skills, everyone.
Well, you're 10 points clear now. It would be hard, I think, to lose the title now, wouldn't it?
Arsenal.
I thought you might say that. Yeah, next game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
He's always just looking ahead to that next game, Andy. You were nodding along when he was saying that. Just looking ahead to that Arsenal game. That's as far ahead as he's going.
Yeah, his focus is incredible, and I think that comes from the first game of the season. I don't think it ever changes. The focus, the attention, the detail they have to go into in every single game means that the amount of work will be focused on that. It'll not.
See, Andy, I don't agree.
No.
I think 100% he'd be looking at that Champions League game, how he structures it. He's got all the planning, all the prep. He understands that Arsenal, but he'll also, like he did for the big games, Real Madrid, he's already planning on the training ground. He's already putting those movements, those planning, those games in place on the training ground, which again, if he sees it, he needs to do it. And he doesn't always need to do it. So it depends on the opposition that he's going to come up against, if he's going to change something different. But again, it's the squad depth. And if they particularly sees a weakness in a team against Mönchengladbach or Arsenal, and that player's touch and go, does he play? Does he leave him for the one after? So there's always those decisions. Yes, he's very much focused on Arsenal. But I think at this stage now with 10 points, he's got to make sure he gets through the Champions League. I personally think he will look at them.
Going on that, just coming back at you, yes, there will be a vision, but the nuts and bolts, the fundamentals, the basics will not move on that next game. The turning up, the demanding what he wants, the expectations, the roles and responsibilities, that will not change.
100%, I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a great problem to have, isn't it? All these big games coming up while we're doing so well. So let's have a look now at the social media. You have been tweeting us in. We love hearing from you all. Thank you for sending us your tweets. You can do that anytime using hashtag #WNRH. So the first one is come tonight. I love this picture of the bee. It's come from NB83 with a load of rockets. I love that. And it says, wow, great goal, Mahrez. Fantastic build-up and perfect finish. Totally agree. Absolute rocket. Like I say, if you've not seen it yet, you need to have a little look on City Plus later because you are going to love it. Then we've got a tweet there from Richard Patterson who says, unbelievable team /squad /club. I agree. Thank you, Richard. Kavita Chung said, this is my City with a blue heart. And then we've got Smashy, that's a great name, Smashy, who said 17, City. Best team in the land and all the world. Of course, 17 wins in a row now. And then the boy Slat says, Kevin De Bruyne, welcome back. Yes, a sentiment we all share there. And then City themselves, we have tweeted 10 consecutive top flight wins since the start of 21. What a year 2021 is turning out to be for us already. So thank you so much for your tweets. As always, you can tweet us. We love hearing from you. Hashtag WNRH. So another quick thing to wrap up here, although I'm not actually totally sure we need to actually say who it is, but we will anyway for anybody that is doubting it. So we're going to have a little look now at Guess the Blue. And we are going to challenge producer Tom to do a really difficult one next time, because this is, of course, it is Uwe Rosler. Of course it is, Andy.
Mike, well done. You got that one right.
Thanks very much.
Well
Cheers,
done,
I got
pal.
it very early. What do I win?
Congratulations.
Brilliant.
Right, producer Tom,
everyone
you
who
need
got
to...
it will send you one of these as well, whoever got it right.
You need to go way back in the archives for next time. We want you to massively test us out next time. So, gents, that's it. What a brilliant night. Really, couldn't have asked for anything more, apart from the, clean sheet would be nice, but 10 points clear, Michael. How are you feeling? Wrap it up for us.
Well, to wrap it up, 10 points says everything. At this stage of the season, where it's getting more demanding, more games coming up, to have that gap, and that might be really important coming towards the end of the season. Cup finals, Champions League, as I've mentioned. I don't want to say if it looks very, very good for the Premier League.
Andy, and final thoughts from you tonight? Feeling very happy, I guess?
Fantastic night. Delighted with the result. Let's focus on Arsenal now.
Yes, Arsenal. Thank you. And thank you so much all for joining us tonight on We're Not Really Here. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you enjoyed the game. Oh, Blues, it is a glorious time to be a Manchester City fan. Aren't we an absolute joy? We are breaking records left, right and centre. How many records can we break between now and the end of the season? Because we've just broken another one tonight. 10 consecutive wins in a row for the start of the calendar year. 17 wins in a row in all competitions. 24 games unbeaten. Oh, gosh, nothing else to say. Cannot be any happier than that. Good evening all, and we'll see you back on Sunday.